All right, so we are currently at the port of Tema, where a Grimaldi vessel, which has been christened or which has been named Great Tema, has been berthed behind me. So this particular vessel, we are told, is here to be christened tomorrow, and then they have some cars that are going to be discharged from this particular vessel, as well as some containers. I've been speaking to the agent of this particular vessel, Dennis. I've also been speaking to the acting harbour master, Captain Eshen. He has also been telling me what the services that they provided for this vessel to be berthed in the port. Currently, some equipment are being discharged from the vessel, and then very soon you will see also some cars being discharged from the vessel. This particular vessel, we are told, has been christened Great Tema, and this is to name it after Tema because Tema port provides a lot of professional and great services to the shipping line. So this particular vessel you see there has been christened Great Tema. And tomorrow there's going to be a ceremony where the Minister of Transport, I'm told, and the Director General of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, in addition to some other personalities in the maritime industry, will be converging for this particular christening of this vessel. I'm told also that the vessel has a godmother. So I tried to find out the name of the godmother, but I'm told it wouldn't be disclosed until tomorrow when we have this particular ceremony. So we'll be giving you more of these visuals, and then also when the vessel was being berthed, or was being moved, I should say, from the anchorage to Betwan in the port of Tema. So we have some visuals and also done by our team, cameramen and then the editors, putting together this particular video for us to know the journey, from the anchorage to the port. So we want to find out from you today. I see behind us a Grimaldi line vessel named Great Tema. You just berthed the vessel, your men, and all that. We want to find out from you the processes that led to you berthing this particular vessel today.
Berthing of vessels, start with the agent making a booking in the through the internet, through this electronic booking platform that the authority has created for all registered or licensed agencies who are working with the authority. So the agent, inform us of the intention of the vessel coming to Tema. So we are aware of its coming as the ETA stipulated as today. And when it was arriving, it made contact with the signal station. And the pilot also was informed, and accordingly he was sent on board by the pilot launch to board the vessel to assist the master, basically to advise him to maneuver the vessel towards the berth. As you can see now, the vessel is readily berthed behind us. So the processes start from making bookings through the agent, which is Grimaldi Lines, which they did, of course, and then there are other associated conditions when bookings are made, which they fulfill, and the time has come, the vessel is alongside.
Well noted. Talking about this particular vessel, I know you handle Grimaldi vessels in the port and all that. What is the tonnage of this particular vessel? And then how long is it coming to stay in the port?
Oh, for the duration that it's coming to stay, I think depends on the number of cargo, the boxes that, or let me say the cargo that, the quantity that he brought, especially for Tema. But from the agent, he said the vessel will spend, I think, about 24 hours in Tema port. So that is the duration that is going to stay. But as to the particulars, we have it there in the office. But the length actually is 249, and having a draft of 10.5 meters as the maximum arrival draft that she brought here.
What are the services that the marine unit, for instance, provided for this particular vessel before berthing it?
All right, the services are, as you can see, before the vessel enters the port, is the marine department which are in charge of the operation, starting from the signal station with communication with the vessel as is arriving in Ghana waters, and also at our anchorage and at the pilot station. All these stages, they communicate with the signal station. And even prior to that, they send a notice through the agent by mail. Informing us of the location or the position of the vessel as it makes progress to Tema port. Yeah. So it starts from the signal station, and then, like I said, the information will trickle down to the duty pilot, and he also prepare the other teams that he work with. And basically the tugboat team, and then the launch team, and then the mooring team. They are all there, that they are informed with the timing. If pilot goes on board, he's also constantly in touch with all these teams. As to the tugs, their work we know is peculiar. They assist the vessel in berthing. And then the linesmen, that's the mooring gang, they are the men that secure the vessel through the lines, because without them, we cannot secure the vessel. So the linesmen also are key in our operation, and the tugs too are key. The launch also, they are also part. So every stage of the marine operation is very key, and nothing is left undone.
All right. So how do you also assess the services that we provide for the vessels when they come in there?
With GPHA and the services that the Marine Department renders to the vessel, I would say is equally of international standard, because of the kind of training that we receive both in Tema, Ghana here, and then outside. Most of the departments, personnel are sent to either Spain or Poland or other places, for the trainers. Example is typically is the pilot. They were being sent to Spain and where again? Denmark, and then Poland for trainings that concerns how to handle the vessel, how to maneuver the vessel in port, and berthing and unberthing, and under various circumstances. So with the team, the service that we render, for me, I say is highly standard. Yeah.
And finally, any message to the shipping lines?
Yeah, they should continue to cooperate with us, and then also bring their ship here. It's only, I think, we GPHA must make conditions favorable for them to come in. It's like a visitor. Even though it's business oriented, it's coming to your country, and how you receive the visitor, how you make him comfortable, will let him come in again. So all depend on our services. Like I told you about the marine aspect, how we are time conscious, and we are up to standard. Same applies to the other sections or other departments that render services to the vessel. If they also, I know they also go through a lot of trainings and things, but if all put together, we all maintain the same international standard, then the vessels will be happy to call in Tema ports.
In one word, before I let you go, the Marine Department, what basically is your responsibility?
For Marine, we can say, as it started, we are the heart or the engine of the authority, because if the vessel doesn't come in, no other sector can work. You have to bring in the vessel first before the other departments or sections can provide the services to the vessel. So you can see that, as I said, we are the engine of the authority. So from the vessel coming to the anchorage, they have to communicate with the port control, talk to the port control, discuss with the Deputy Harbour Master Operations, and then the information will trickle down to the pilot, and the pilot also disseminate to the team. So without the marine operations being the core department, all these processes will not go through, will not start for the other department also to come in and provide service like the port operations. Because if the vessel is not alongside, how do you provide services for the vessel? So we are the engine, yeah, the one that is helping the authority to move forward.
All right, so we see a Grimaldi vessel here, Great Tema.
Yes.
Tell us about this particular vessel.
Okay, Great Tema is one of our G5 vessels. When I say G5, it means that the Grimaldi vessels are in generations.
Okay.
So we have G1, that is generation 1,
okay.
G2, G3, G4, And this is part of the G5 class, and there are 6 of them.
Meaning it's latest?
It's the latest. I mean, it was released just in December.
Okay.
Yes, from South Korea.
Okay.
So she did her, this is the second voyage, but her first voyage was from South Korea.
Okay.
And then this is one of our Central Express fleet.
Okay.
Because in Grimaldi, we do North America,
okay,
and then we do Europe.
Okay.
And then from Europe, we term it the Central Express. So
right.
from Europe to the West African countries, and then from America to the West African countries.
Okay.
And this vessel is part of the vessels from the Europe to the West African countries. Okay. So, I mean, monitoring or looking at her rotation, she did Tilbury, and then she came to Antwerp, and then she did Santa Cruz, and then she did Nigeria, Lagos, and then she did Tema. And then from here, I'm sure she will do Cotonou, and then she will do Abidjan. Then she goes back to Europe.
So let me find out from you, what are the special features of this particular vessel?
Okay, this is a bit bigger. It's bigger than the G4.
Okay.
All the G series, this is the biggest.
Okay.
And then the total tonnage is about 89,977, almost 90,000 tons. Okay. And then her capacity on Ro-Ro, she's able to do about 2,500 vehicles. Okay, her maximum draft is about 13.8. And then she came today with a draft of about 10.5 meters.
That's very interesting there. So I want to find out from you, what type of cargoes are on board, and then what would you be discharging?
Okay, like you said, we are a container Ro-Ro. It's a container Ro-Ro vessel. And then so we have a mixture of containers and Ro-Ro. So we have rolling cargoes and containers as well. So with the containers, we have about 452 TEUs to discharge. And then we have also about 480 TEUs to load. And then we have about 97 or 100 vehicles to discharge, and then 14 general cargo. So like I said, it's a multi-purpose vessel. It's not one type of vessel like a container. It's a multi-purpose, so we are able to carry all type of cargo, even including reefers.
Interesting.
And we are actually loading 9 reefers on this vessel.
Oh, wow.
Yes, 9 by 40 reefers.
Okay, so I see great Tema, and I know it's an Italian vessel.
Yes.
Why great Tema?
Okay, the Grimaldi Group, I mean, is headquartered in Naples, and it's an Italian company. And then they have been in Tema for some time now. We have been operating in Tema for the past 21 years. And then the Tema port has served us well. So I'm sure management thought it wise that it would be good to also acknowledge Tema by naming a vessel after Tema.
All right, that's very interesting. And then tell us the kind of services that we provide, I mean, for your vessels, because I know this is not the only vessel that Grimaldi has brought to the port of Tema. So tell us, I mean, what are the services that we give you, for which reason you've named this particular vessel after Tema? Okay,
of course, Tema in the first place is a compulsory pilotage area. So you give us, you do pilotage for us, and then you do stevedores too for us. Basically, these are the main things you do. You are solely a stevedores in Tema port.
Okay, so Dennis, also tell us, I mean, I know you've been dealing with the port of Tema for a very long time.
Yes.
What are your impressions about the services that the port give to Grimaldi?
Okay, with the services rendered to us, I mean, I'm quite impressed with our priority services on berthing on arrival most of the times, and how the Harbour Master's outfit is ready to help in any way he can to give us berth in the first place. And then you are our sole stevedores. GPHA is our sole stevedores, and they are doing quite better, even though there's still room for improvement. So far, so good. GPHA is doing well, and we thank God for this great vessel, and then we thank God for this ceremony. I'm sure we are going to.
All right, so tell us about the ceremony. What are you going to witness here tomorrow? I mean,
okay, we've invited the minister and the director general and the godmother of the vessel. So every vessel has a godmother, and the godmother is a Ghanaian.
Yeah.
So she'll be here, and that's where there'll be the christening ceremony.
Okay.
When she was delivered in South Korea,
Okay.
she was not christened, so we planned the christening ceremony here. So there'll be a normal ceremony, and the christening too will be done here.
How important or how critical is this christening thing?
Well, christening is all about, it's just like adoring your baby and then wishing your baby well.
Okay.
So we are adoring the vessel, and then the godmother will wish her well. That's all.
That's fantastic. And then before we go, I know this is not the only vessel that you've named after the port of Tema.
Yes.
Yes. So what's happening to the other ones?
Yes. We have Grandi Ghana, we have Grandi Tema, and we have Great Tema finally. We are hoping to have more something Temas.
All right, that's very interesting. Thank you for your time, Dennis.
Okay, bro. Thank you for your time.
Maybe you have something to tell the viewers who will be attending the event tomorrow.
They should be expecting something nice, and always look out for Grimaldi anywhere you find yourself, and we will do you the honest and the greatest of all services you would have.
So this has been Solomon Anderson, and thank you for watching.